My Mother at 66 by Kamla Das. Kamla Das was a very famous poet, and she wrote about the various relationship of human beings, and she was able to project women in almost all the poetry, their feelings, their uh, ideas, and that is how she has expressed even in this poem. Now this poem deals with separation from your near and dear ones. What that is what is shown in the poem. Kamla Das is a young girl, and she feels that her mother has become 66 years old, and very soon she will leave this world and go away. Now, not only separation, we also know that aging is a natural process. This is another theme of the poem. Aging is a natural process. We all know that a child who is born one day will grow old and he'll meet his end. Death is a universal truth, but how many of us actually accept it? We think that we are so powerful, no one can overcome us. But a day comes when we have to leave this world. But this harsh reality of life, it is very, very difficult to accept. And that is what happens is my mother at 66, Kamla Das, whose mother has become 66 years old, now she feels that her mother will leave her and go away. Now, this feeling of separation envelops not only Kamla Das, but one and all, and the reason is that when we think that someone who is close to us, who is so near and dear to us, will grow old and leave us, and this has become more and more prominent. This has become more and more. It has made all of us realize that this is the fact that we all are so busy in our day-to-day lives. Our life has become so fast that we are not able to take care of our elderly people. We are not able to take care of our parents, our old parents, because we are so busy doing the course of our life every day. So this uncanny fear about mother's death, that upsets the poet so much that she feels that very soon she will be left alone without her mother. Now this is something which is very, very universal. We know it, but Kamla Das, she feels very difficult to accept it, because she might have been very close to her mother, or a sense of guilt is there in her that she has to leave her mother and go to her workplace or anywhere else, and that is why she is not able to take care of her mother. When it is the time to look after the mother, she is not around her. That could be one of the reasons. Now let us go through the poem. It is, again, I'll tell you one more thing, that the poem is built on the agony of a wrenching heart that resides in a child for her mother. Now, fulfilling the day-to-day demands of life, she has forgotten to look after her mother. She is going away, and that tortures her the most. Now when we come look at the poem, let us read. The best part about the poem is that it is written in blank verse, and when you start reading the poem, what you will feel that it is a continuous process. Only sometimes commas are used to separate certain words, otherwise it's written in one sentence. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, dozed, open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain. Now the poetess is going to Cochin, okay, and she is going to the airport, and in the car next to her, who is sitting? The mother. The mother is sitting with her, next to her, and she is 66 years old, okay, and she's going, it was Friday. She says that I saw my mother beside me, doze, open mouth, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Now she looks at her mother. She's asleep. Some people, when they sleep, they open their mouth. So her mother's mouth is half open, and the color of the face resembles the color of a dead body. It is not bright. It is not full of youth. She's looking very pale, colorless. So and realized with pain. What is the realization? The realization is that the mother has grown old, and someday she will leave her and go away. Now, ashen like that of a corpse is the simile. Okay? Means her face, the color of the face is compared to the dead body. Corpse means dead body. And realized with pain that she thought away and looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. Now, she wanted to put that thought away, that thinking about mother will not bring any happiness to her. So she wants to look out of the car to distract her mind. What does she see? She sees that the trees are sprinting. It's a common thing that we see, that when we move in a car or in a train, we can feel that trees are also moving with us, although they are not moving. Okay? So that shows the energy, the activity, the life, the vitality of life that can be seen, that these trees seem to be moving along with the movement of the car. And merry children spilling out of their homes. Merry children means happy children, and merry children signifies energy, youthfulness and life. Merry children. Energy, youth and life it signifies. Now I'd like to tell you that there is a contrast. The contrast inside the car, mother is sleeping with her mouth open. There is inactivity in the car. Outside, the life is full of energy, youthfulness, happiness, because we see the trees sprinting and merry children, happy children spilling, coming out of their homes. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her van, pale. Now what happens when you go to the airport? The persons who accompany the passenger, they're not allowed to go inside a certain point, beyond the certain point, and that is what happens. The daughter Kamla Das goes for security check, and the mother is told to stay behind. When she again goes, she turns back and looks at the mother. What does she see again? Previously she had felt that the mother's face was ashen like a corpse. Now when she looks at her face, what does she see? I looked again at her, wan, pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache. Now when she looks at her face, what is again wan, pale? Wan means colorless face. She sees, she's not having the brightness of the youth. That pink luster is missing from the face. Okay, and her face is compared to the late winter's moon. Now again simile, late winter's moon. Now why moon? Why winter's moon? Why do we talk that it is winter's moon? Winter's moon is foggy. and misty. It is not very clear as the moon we see in the summertime. So just like it is not clear, it is obscure, we are not able to see it very clearly. Same way the mother's face is also not full of color. It is colorless, it's wan, pale, and she feels the comparison is very apt because winter is supposed to be the last season of the year. Same way old age is the last time of a person's life. So this comparison is very apt. Now when she looks, she sees that her face is wan, pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache. What is the familiar ache we are talking about? Familiar, that is known, already experienced. Ache means pain. So what is a familiar ache? Familiar ache is the painful realization that the mother will leave her and go away. So she feels this, and that is her childhood fear. When she was small, when she was very small, from that time only she started realizing that the mother will grow up, grow old and leave her and go away. And that painful thing was always coming in her mind again and again, and that happens again when she looks at her at the airport, at the security check. She looks at the mother and she feels that the mother is going to leave her and go away. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile and smile. And what does she see? Now, when she looks at her, she feels that she wasn't sure whether she would meet her mother when she comes next time. But she puts a brave front. She smiles at the mother and tells her, Amma, very soon we'll meet you, and that is why she says, see you soon, Amma. And she smiles and smiles and smiles. Why does she smile? To cover the agony, the pain that she is going. She is undergoing that pain, that grief, that fear that she will not be able to meet her mother. She wants to hide that, and that is why she puts a fake smile, I should say, rather. It's a fake smile just to assure her mother that when she comes next time, she would be meeting her again, and to comfort her mother that she should not worry because when she comes next time, they will be together. Okay, so this is how the poem ends, and the poet wants to express her fear about it. Now we come to, we have talked about simile. Now we will talk about the various images, figures of speech used in it. Another one is personification. That is tree sprinting. Tree is giving the attribute of a human being. Tree sprinting. And then we have symbols and images. Symbols and images. What are the symbols and the images? Merry children, winter's moon, etc. Okay, so the poet has beautifully presented us the her relationship with her mother. We can make out from the very beginning that she is very fond of her mother. Everyone is fond of their mother, and especially Kamala Das, she is very fond of her mother, and then she realizes that mother is growing older day by day. She is not able to, accept it, and she is in constant fear that one day the mother will leave her and go away. So through this poem, Kamala Das wants to give a strong message to the youth of today that take some time out of your daily life, take some time out of your busy, hectic life, and take care of the elderly people, because they also need your love, affection. Because when you are small, they are always around you. When they are old, they are not looked after. So the youth must understand the importance of an elderly member in their family and look after them in such a way that they feel that they are cared, they are looked after, they are wanted, and their life will become more and more beautiful. And this is what every one of us should do. Not only it is the work of one person, but everyone should look after their elderly parents, grandparents, because life is very precious. You get only once, and we must make the best use of it by making our life beautiful, by looking at each other, by taking care of each other, and especially the ones who want our care and attention, they should be given full attention so that they also feel that life is so beautiful. So I end my session of My Mother at 66 by Kamla Das for today. Thank you and goodbye till we meet again. Stay safe. Thank you.